Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about understanding computer memory. So first of all, memory is used to store the data. Okay. So here computer memory is sequential collection of storage cells as in figure. Okay. So each cell will have number called address. So memory is divided into cells. So each cell in the memory contain some address. So this is 1001, next 1002. This is the address. Okay, every cell have unique address, that is memory address. Okay, it can be represented with bytes. So we all know 1 bit is equals to either 0 or 1. Okay, 1 byte is equals to 8 bits. Okay, next 1 nibble is equals to 4 bits. Okay, so here it can be represented, cell may be represented with bytes. So typically the address is numbered starting from 0 to last number. Okay, depends upon the memory size. So if the memory size of computer is 64 KB, then the first address is 0 and the last address is 65535. Okay, 65,535. So that is the last address. Okay. So the memory of CPU. So the memory of CPU is divided into registers, cache memory and main memory. That is nothing but primary memory. So first of all, registers are small storage locations. So here this register stores only small amount of data. So that is zeros or ones. Okay, so register memory is very small, so that's why it holds only bits. Okay, so it is used by the CPU to store data and instructions. Okay, they are built into the processor itself. Registers are always built into the processor. Okay, so hence these memory locations can be accessed by the processor directly. Okay, so the processor directly access these registers because the registers are inbuiltly into the processor. Okay, so this makes them fastest accessible memory. So we can easily access the memory of registers. Okay, registers are measured in terms of bits they can hold. For example, 8-bit register, 16-bit register. So here 8-bit register only stores 8 bits. So combination of zeros, ones only 8. Okay, 16-bit register holds only 16 bits. That means 2 bytes. Okay, so this is registers. The next one is cache memory. So here cache memory is not original memory. Okay, so here the cache memory holds a copy of some parts of main memory which is used frequently. So whatever the data we used frequently from the main memory, that will be stored in the cache memory. So when we use next time, when we want to use the same data next time, so here first cache memory is checked, then the main memory. Okay, so here cache memory is smaller, faster memory located closer to the processor. Okay, so which stores copies of data frequently used main memory. So whatever the main memory will use the frequent data, that will be hold in, that will be stored in cache memory. So when we try to read or write the data from main memory, the processor first checks whether the data from that located is already in the cache. Okay, so if you want to access the data or if you want to retrieve the data from the memory, first the processor checks the cache memory. Okay, if it is there in the cache memory, then we can directly read or write from the cache memory. No need to access the main memory. Okay, so here if so, the processor will read or write from the cache memory instead of main memory. So that's why cache memory is very fast. It holds frequently used data. Okay. The next one is primary memory. So here primary memory is also known as main memory or internal memory. Okay. So this is the memory only directly accessible to the CPU. Okay. So CPU can directly access this type of memory, that is main memory. The CPU continuously reads instructions stored there and executes them as required. Okay. So whenever the instructions are needed by the CPU, that will be executed by the main memory. Okay. So all the data internally stores in the main memory. So main memory is divided into two types. The first one is RAM and the second one is ROM. RAM stands for random access memory. ROM stands for read only memory. So here RAM is volatile memory. Okay, RAM is a volatile memory, which means the data stored in RAM is not permanently. Okay, whenever the power is off, the data will be erased. But ROM is non-volatile memory, means the data is stored permanently. So here whenever the power is off, the data in the ROM is safe, that will be stored permanently. That is the only difference between RAM and ROM. And RAM is used for reading and writing purpose. We can read the data from the RAM memory or we can write into the RAM memory. But here ROM is read only. We can read only. But if you want to make the changes, then we need to transfer it to RAM memory, random access memory. Okay. Okay. I hope it is clear. The memory types. Okay. So the first one is registers and cache and primary memory. So registers are small memories. So which can store only bits of data, 8-bit registers and 16-bit registers. Okay. Cache memory is used to store more frequently used data. Okay. So that's why cache memory is very fast, because it is closer to the processor. So it is used to store more frequently used data. So whenever if you want to use the data, we can directly access from the cache memory. No need to access from the main memory, instead of accessing from the main memory. Okay. The next one is primary memory. So this is the main memory, this is the internal memory. So all the instructions and data by defaultly stored in the primary memory. Okay. So here primary memory is divided into two types, RAM and ROM. RAM is random access memory, ROM is read only memory. Okay. I hope it is clear. If you have any doubts regarding to this video, please comment me in the comment section. For more videos, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.